Christian lights are on that car behind us, but it's not moving.
Yeah.
End left.
At the end of the road, I'd like you to turn left, please.
Gonna make a way to the roundabout. At the roundabout, turning right.
I'd like you to up the road at the roundabout and then turn right at the roundabout. Is this for me to work on?
Yeah, I had to go over roundabouts last week. I think I've done alright with them.
Okay, so I don't need to help you?
No. No, Bob's is a bit like a crossroads. We're bobbing in the middle. He's fully useful information, is Bob. And we're going to take the next turning to the right.
I'd like you to take the next turning on the right, please. So what mirrors are you going to check to turn right?
It's very hard to see it, isn't it? How do I identify it again?
Okay, so remember how are we going to identify that junction?
Oh, is that great big white road sign?
Yeah, so that tells us how we're going to... What mirrors are we going to check?
Mirror, signal.
Yeah. So how we're going to get our position for turning right?
That left of centre, I'm going to use that reference point, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
And where is that reference point?
Yeah, I wouldn't too worry about that in a minute, yeah?
Okay, so just
I can
think
go
about
for this
stop
car,
here,
can I?
Tony,
Right.
stop here. Remember, we've got a car coming down, so we've got to ask ourselves whether or not we can walk across. So can you remember, we need to turn here because we've got a car, so imagine that we've got that white line down the middle of the road. Let's go to the left-hand turn there.
Oh, you stop on the left here again.
Stop on the left-hand side for me. Did it again. Okay.
That was a lot bigger than that Nissan Micra that time, wasn't it?
It was what, yeah.
That's one of those heavy Saabs, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been the end of this, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so why were you going into the, why was it important to be left of centre? I got you there nicely, didn't I?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you have coming towards you?
Car.
A Saab?
Yeah.
That probably weighs more than this, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you really want one of them sitting on your lap, yeah?
No, okay. Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, so that should have been your big...
Yeah.
Your biggie there, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, it's a live cross of the path situation, yeah?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Got it?
Yes.
Don't worry, it'll come. It'll come.
I didn't expect to take the whole period just doing one PST.
It's not a PST that we're doing today.
Right.
It's a carrier subject, yeah?
Okay.
Right? The carrier subject, don't forget, anything to do with junctions is mirror signal position speed look routine, yeah? Forget about the left and right hand turn aspect of it today. Use it as a carrier subject.
Okay.
Yeah? Because that's what it is really, isn't it? It's a carrier subject. We're not learning a PST today.
Okay.
But you've got to learn this control and educate.
Yeah.
Later on this afternoon we'll move this up to a phase 2 one.
Okay.
Yeah? And then you'll have to start really working the core comps, won't you? And you'll have to be proactive to stop these things happening, yeah?
Yeah.
But they shouldn't be happening at the phase 1 because you should be controlling me so you can educate me, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah? I do not want the Saab inside of my my Golf, yeah?
Yes.
And remember, it doesn't matter if we spend all day on this, yeah?
Yeah. As long as it's gone in and stayed in and
yeah. I'll find you a Specsavers in a minute. We're going to take the next turning to the left.
I'd like you to take the next turning on the left, Tony. So what mirrors are we going to
middle
check?
left.
And oh god.
Oh, the signal.
Signal, yeah.
I'll get more good here, right?
Let's look to see where we can identify junctions as we're driving it.
Oh, right.
So what What could give us an indication that we've got a junction coming up?
Gaps.
Gaps between.
That last
houses?
one I could see. I see a great big white roadside.
Yeah. Okay. And anything else that we could consider?
No, my mind got distracted when I saw that great big black car coming towards me.
So we could have road markings, couldn't we? We could have
Yeah.
give way.
We'll have nightmares tonight.
Road markings.
Red and black is my own favourite colour now. End right.
At the end of the road, I'd like you to turn right, please.
And end of the road, left.
At the end of the road, I'd like you to turn left, please.
Roundabout, left, and then second on the right.
I'd like you to take at the roundabout. I'd like you to turn left, and then I'd like you to take the second turning on the right, please. So we're going to identify those junctions. So remember, we're not going to put our indicator on. We're going to be careful when we indicate, so we don't indicate too early. Otherwise, people will think we're taking the first junction. This is our first turning on the right.
So
We're going to
next.
take the second turning on the
next
right.
right.
So what you're going to take, we're turning right.
Mirrors.
Yeah, and when we're going to put a signal
Oh
on,
yeah.
and then we're going to brake gently into first gear for me. Position your car 5
Oh,
minutes
right,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Yep. And then that's it. We're looking into the
Oh
junction.
no, yeah.
So, just looking down that road, Tony, what should we have done to make sure it was safe for us to take that turn? What did we need to ask
I've stopped
ourselves
on the left
before?
there. I was getting a bit tied up with this left of centre, which I thought I knew quite well.
Right, okay, yeah.
That was the only thing I was looking at there, really.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, so we got a position for turning left to centre. So
I did, didn't I?
You did, because I
Yeah.
was not supposed to do that, but I did. So where? I need to find a handkerchief now.
You can have one as well.
I'm going to cry.
Yeah, we'll have a cry. We'll have a group cry, shall we?
So when you're
I thought I had the left of
so
centre.
you
I
got
was-
your left of centre.
Yeah, I was really getting confident with that.
Left of centre. So before you made that turn, what should you have asked yourself before you made that turn?
I was too wrapped up listening to you going on about the
Going
left of
on
centre,
about.
really.
So if you remember, we've got to ask ourselves: what you mustn't do is you mustn't turn to cause the cars coming towards you to stop, slow down, or swerve. So you're going to ask yourself if you can walk from one side of the curb to the other safely, then you can make your turn.
I could have made it there though, because I did make it, didn't
No,
I?
there wasn't enough room to do so, but I was just checking to see if you'd remembered.
I gave it plenty of speed though, didn't I?
You did, didn't you?
But
Yeah, and I didn't do it.
I
yeah.
think out the corner of my eye, I saw a pedestrian coming out of that driveway.
Right.
If that pedestrian had been a bit closer to the edge of the curb and stepped off it, I think at that speed, would I have hit them? Or would I have been
You
all
would-
right?
No, you would, wouldn't you?
All right.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. Yes. Right.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Oh.
Right, put it behind you. Let's go again, yeah? What does practice make?
Perfect.
Exactly.
Luminous. Right.
And end right.
At the
No,
end of-
sorry, end left.
At the end of the road, I'd like you to turn left, please.
Next turning to the right.
I'd like you to take the next turning on the right, please. So how are we going to identify that junction?
I'll put it in.
Okay, so what mirrors are we going to...
Middle right.
And indicator.
Alright.
Okay, so off your speed and start to brake gently now, looking down the road, seeing if it's safe. We're going to look into the junction before we make our turn. Into first gear, Tony. That's it. We're going into the new road now, so what mirrors do we need to check?
Middle right, yeah.
Okay. And why are we checking those mirrors when to the new road?
Oh, this anybody following me and anybody overtaking me, innit?
Yeah, okay. And if somebody was overtaking you, what would you do?
I'd let them go on.
Yeah, okay. And why would you let them go?
Oh, because they'd be alongside me and I might have, you know, they might hit me, mightn't they? Yeah, turning left.
I'd like to take the next turning on the left.
I was really nervous about taking that one because I was frightened of any cars coming towards me. It didn't that time, did I?
When you're going into that junction, when we position the car to make our turn, what we've got to do is we're doing mirror signal position, speed and looking. And that looking, as you're looking into the new look junction, we're looking and assessing to decide whether or not it's safe to make our turn.
So that's a lot of words on the way that they give me now, and it's
okay.
if you just talk me through that.
All right, yeah.
That bit there, turn left.
I'd like you to take the next turning on the left, please.
Yeah, I've got a memory span of a gnat.
Okay.
I bet I'm the worst puke you've ever taught on you.
It's good for me.
Right?
It's good for me.
Oh, thank you. You could have said no. You only do second worst, Tony. Next left.
No, you're the worst. I'd like you to take the next turning on the left, please. What mirrors are you going to use?
Middle left. I'll indicate about that, won't I?
Yeah. So
I've got to cover the brake, haven't I?
cover the brake.
Squeeze it.
Squeeze it.
I've got to get
Into first gear.
Oh, first gear.
Remember, we're going to look into the road now. Make sure it's safe for us to
Oh,
make
stopping
that
again.
turn.
I've been that clutch up, don't I?
Yeah.
New
It's
road,
a
new
new
mirrors.
road. So where are we going to check?
New mirrors. I've done all that.
Yeah. Okay.
And we're going to take the next turning to the right.
Okay, we're going to take our next turn to the right. So what mirrors are we going to use to turn
middle
right?
right.
Okay, and we're going to start to ease off the gas now. Put your foot into. So before we make our commitment here, Tony, we've got to look up that road. So pop it into first gear for me. So nothing's coming. Use your reference point to turn the corner. Remember, we're going to have your hands back onto the steering wheel. So you're going to bring that foot up off the clutch.
Oh, this is where that red car nearly hit me, isn't it?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to look up the road, remember, and we're going to ask ourselves if it's safe for us to walk across. If it's safe for us to walk across, then it's safe for us to make the commitment and make the turn.
Oh, yeah. So I mustn't force that car to...
No, so the reason we do that is we're asking ourselves, if we ask ourselves...
this guy's flashing his lights out.
Okay,
Shall I go?
Yes, please. So where we're asking ourselves if it's safe for us to walk across, the reason we're doing that is we mustn't cause the car coming down the road to stop, slow down or swerve. So if there's enough time for us to walk across, there's enough time for us to drive across. So that car doesn't have to stop, slow down or swerve. Can you pull up on the left for me?
Yeah, so we did have a clear road behind us there, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
What was the one thing I've had a few scares with?
The car's coming towards you.
And does there have to be a car coming towards you to give education?
No, circuit of education.
Yeah. You concentrate on everything else, but
I'm not doing
you know,
that.
I felt, you know, I've nearly died twice.
Mm-hmm.
I've nearly had a Nissan Micra, and I've nearly had a
Saab,
great big Saab, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you really should be getting in there and covering that. I don't have to have a car there, do I?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But you need to check that the education has gone in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the walk across thing on his own is not enough.
Okay.
I must know why.
Yeah.
I need to be able to walk across.
So I'm going to bring you to the reference point in the middle of the road, and I'm going to bring you so that we've stopped the car, and then I'm going to talk to you about the walk across before you make the commitment into the new road.
Yeah, but I need the education on why I must be able to walk across. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good telling me I must be able to walk
to
across.
prevent the car coming down the road.
Yeah, because I mean, As far as I'm concerned, it could be if I can walk across and the car's to brake really hard but it doesn't hit me, it's okay. But that's not the case, is it?
Yeah.
I must enforce it to slow, stop or swerve. Yeah?
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be a car there to do it. But yeah, you have to get the hang of it. You've got to control the environment around you. You've got to plan this lesson.
Yeah.
So therefore you've got to, because I can see this left mirror seems to be set more on my eyes than it is on probably the back window. I'm not too sure whether I've got
Which
it wrong
one?
there.
This mirror?
That one there.
Well, I've got it tipped towards you.
Why?
Right. Okay. Okay.
When you need to look at me, you look at me, didn't you? Yeah. But you need to, I can't keep telling you these cars are behind us, yeah. So you need to know they're behind you, yeah. If they are, then you're gonna have to tell me to just where to look, what to do, and to go, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try again.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
Yeah. I know. Slowly. Very slowly.
So I'm your worst learner, then, am I? I remember that. Making note of that.
Am I your worst pupil? Yes.
You know how to make a man feel good, didn't you? I'm going to cry after this lesson.
So
I'm going to turn left.
I'd like you to take the next turning on the left.
Should I hold my hand?
Yes.
Your husband's going to watch this video later on. At the roundabout, we're going to turn right.
At the roundabout, I'd like you to turn right, please.
I see behind him, I see him look over his right shoulder there, didn't I? And again. And he goes and fills his elbow going straight on.
Yep.
And do I identify these turnings again?
So, how do you identify these turnings, Tony?
I see a great big white sign, is that clear? Oh, it's the
That's
car
clear.
turning in
Yeah,
there.
and
We're
the
going to
car
turn right.
turning. We're going to take the next turning on the right, please. So let's get our position for turning right and looking into the new road. We've got a car behind us, so
I'll do the mirror signal now. I can go now, can I?
yeah.
New road, new mirrors.
So new road, new mirrors there, Tony. Well done, you got your turning okay up there.
I didn't see anybody else was turning in there, is that okay?
There was nobody.
Did I miss anybody?
No, there was no pedestrians on the.
Oh, I keep forgetting to look for
No, if there were
pedestrians, don't I?
pedestrians on the side of the road, what would we have needed to do?
I think you should just get one of those stun guns and just plonk
So
it
if
on
we've
me
got
every time.
pedestrians on the side of the road, we need to make eye contact with them to see if they're going to cross the road. If we make eye contact and they're not crossing the road, then we can continue to go. If the pedestrians have started to cross, then they have the right of way and we have
I'm
to
not
let
even
them.
looking for them. I must start looking for them. And we're going to turn left.
We're going to take the next turning on the left, please.
Well, when I did those emerges last week,
Mm-hmm.
I had a pedestrian walk right across front of me.
That made you just startled then?
Sorry?
That made you startled then?
Yeah, I handled it okay though.
Okay. What did Bob say?
He kept banging on about pedestrians all the time.
Okay.
I was dreaming about pedestrians that night. End left.
At the end of the road, I'd like you to turn left, please.
to take the next turning to the left.
We're going to take the next turning on the left. So what mirrors are we going to use?
Middle left.
And when you put
Oh,
signal, we'll start to ease off the gas.
See the car now.
Okay, so put it into first gear for
First
me.
gear.
Foot off the clutch.
Oh, yeah.
Turn, remember.
Yeah.
When your hand goes up onto the steering wheel, we're going to bring the clutch up nice and slowly. Did you notice how when you brought the clutch up too quickly, the car sped? So bring it up slower, the clutch.
Oh, is that the problem now? Bringing up too quickly?
Bring it up too quickly.
Think about that one again. I'm bringing up way too late, haven't I?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
The only reason I'm getting up quickly is that the instructions are bringing up very late, isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
Therefore, I'm trying to get up before the turning, am I?
Yeah, okay.
And we're going to take the next turning to the right.
I'd like you to take the next turning on the right, please, Tony. So, what indicator? Ease off the gas, start to brake, thickness of the
Oh, I'm
power
doing that
coil.
already, yeah, doing that already, yeah.
Right, put it into first gear for me.
Oh, it's first gear,
Looking
is it?
down the road now, looking to see if there's anything coming up the road. Got nothing coming up the road. If something was coming up the road, what would we need to ask ourselves?
Oh, can I
Well, we
walk
might-
across?
Yeah, and we need to get that reference point.
Yeah, can I walk across?
Yeah, that's right. So if you can walk across it,
Yeah,
it's
if I can
safe-
walk across.
it's safe for us to turn,
If
isn't
I can
it?
walk across, I'll make the turn here.
If you can walk across, then then we're not going to cause the car coming up the road to stop, slow down, or swerve.
Ah, stop on the left here. I was giving you a great big lifeline there, wasn't I?
Yeah.
If I can walk across.
Well, it's safe for you
Yeah.
to turn because.
Well, I was hoping you're just gonna give me a little prompt there, wasn't it?
In what respect? To do stop, slow down, or swerve? You mean?
Yeah, I might be just about be getting the hang of that now, wouldn't I?
Yeah. Okay.
But you never know, will you?
Yeah. But so I should be asking.
Well, you never know.
Why? Because I haven't asked you.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So I should have said to you, is it safe for you to turn here now? Why is it safe for you to turn here now? Because and then you would have said to me.
Well, if there's a car coming towards us, Tony, how would you judge it?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, if I can walk across. Yeah, what more should I make the cars or vehicles do? Slow, stop, or swerve.
Yeah. Okay.
Then you know the education is going in, didn't you?
Yeah.
But you're kind of coming in with, well, I've had to push you to come in with the question, and then you're only kind of giving me half the question, and you give me half the answer, yeah?
Yeah.
You could always push me a little bit further and see, oh, okay, I might not know the answer, and I probably wouldn't have given you the answer there because we've had a bit of trouble with it today. So I probably would have wanted a couple of more talk-throughs on it.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I've not given you the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so coming up to the turn, the left turning there, and again I kept the clutch down because you should be telling me to get the clutch up, shouldn't you? And
So when you've got the clutch down and you bring the clutch up in that situation where we are now, and this is probably just, so you bring that clutch up, the car speeds up. Why does the car speed up? I don't understand from a technical point of view, which probably turn the camera off now.
no, that's good learning. It's a new subject, isn't it?